It was another ugly loss, boys and girls, as the New York Jets dropped to 1-6 and look flat out terrible. Before we get started, I just wanted to mention that you can follow me on social media at Matt O'Leary NY on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. So now that we got that out of the way, let's jump right into today's game, which again, like I said, was ugly. And it started ugly from the beginning. The Jets kicked off to start the game, and Leonard Fournette really got things going on a 66-yard run on the second play of the game. Not sure what Dow Roberts was doing on that one. Marcus May probably should have made the tackle on that one. It sets up a Gardner Minshew touchdown pass, hit the first of three, and the extra point would be missed, but Jacksonville would go up 6-0. Now, there was hope at this point because the New York Jets have not scored on an opening drive in 31 games. That ended today as Sam Darnold was 7 of 7 for 88 yards, and he found Ryan Griffin for his first touchdown of the day. And they would go up 7-6 after their opening possession, and their offense looked really, really good at this point. They were clicking, they were moving the ball, and then everything went out from under them. The next time the ball comes back to the New York Jets, Sam Darnold throws a questionable interception. He escaped the pressure and was able to get the ball to, or try to get the ball to Robbie Anderson, and it ended up getting picked off. Effort was questionable from Robbie, but still not a great throw. On the next Jaguars possession, Jamal Adams would miss a sack, and then it would create a really big play to Connolly, and the Jaguars would go up 13-7, and now the momentum is really starting to change. Jets cause a turnover. Nothing comes of it, though. Gardner Minshew fumbled the ball, his really only mistake, and then the Jaguars would go on a little bit of a drive. They'd move the ball, bend but no break defense from the New York Jets, and they would settle for a field goal, 16-7. Same thing, right down the field, 19-7, and that is the score at halftime. Jets get the ball back in the second half to start things off, and that first drive was a disaster. 2 sacks. An absolutely atrocious day for the New York Jets offensive line. Josh Allen was all over Chuma Edoga. All over him. Allen had 2 more sacks today. He's got 7 on the year. Can anyone tell me if Quinnen Williams played today? I don't think he had much playing time at all. Josh Allen has had an immediate impact for his team. Shocking. Jaguars settle for 3 again. They go up 22-7, but the Jets would put a pretty good-looking drive together momentarily. The Jets used the hurry up, which is something that was very successful with Sam Darnold. They hit Demaryius Thomas on a wild catch down to like the 5-yard line. I still don't know how he caught that ball. And then Ryan Griffin would get not his first, but his second touchdown of the game, and the Jets would go for 2. Sam hits Griffin again, 22-15. Despite all the terrible play, somehow the Jets are still in this game, only down by 7. Jets get the ball back, and Darnold throws his second interception of the game. He was trying to go deep down the seam, way overshot his receiver. I believe it was Vincent Smith, and it was picked off by Boye. Like I said, his second pick, really not a great decision. He shouldn't have thrown that ball. He was just trying to make a play, down by 7. I understand that, but you can't throw that ball. Minshew then hits Shark for Minshew's third touchdown of the game. Again, he played really good today. He was very good, and he only made that one mistake. He drove down that Jets defense a ton. Greg Williams got himself coached under a bus, and that one to Shark made it 29-15, and that would end up what the final score would be, but not before Sam Darnold would throw one more interception. He was trying to hit Robbie Anderson. Again, maybe questionable effort. I put more on Robbie Anderson on the first one than the second one. Both throws are bad. All 3 throws are really bad. And 29-15 is your final. Sam Darnold did regress over the last 2 weeks, and I'm not saying that, he's a bust. I'm not saying that you got to move on from him. All I am saying is that, yes, he did regress. 7 interceptions in 2 weeks is unacceptable, but the reason for that regression is pretty obvious. The offensive line is terrible. We knew that, but they really need probably 4 new starting offensive linemen. And secondly, their coaching is terrible. Adam Gase is 1-9 over his last 10 games. 1-9. His offense has 8 touchdowns over that span. 8. They've been terrible offensively. He has been an undervalued, he has been an overrated coach from the beginning. That's why I didn't like that hire. Go back and watch the video of my reaction for the Jets hire. I was pissed, and I had every right to be, because he rode Peyton Manning's coattails in Denver, parlayed that into an offensive coordinator gig with the Chicago Bears, flipped that into a job in Miami, which he held for 3 years, and now his 4th year in a row as a head coach in the AFC East, he is still terrible. The Jets need to move on sooner rather than later so that they can save Sam Darnold's development, because right now he'd take a step back. Part of it's due to the talent around him. Mike McCagnon was a terrible drafter, we know that. but the offensive line and the offensive scheme from Adam Gase just isn't very good. The Jets are 1-6 with the Miami Dolphins next week. It's a game that on paper, yes, you should win, but with how bad this team has looked, I can't sit here and confidently say that they're going to win this game against Miami. I have no idea, not a clue. On paper, yes, they should, but this team just looks so bad. I don't understand with Sam Darnold, Le'Veon Bell, Robbie Anderson, Jamison Crowder, even Demaryius Thomas had a pretty good game, how this offense could look this bad. I understand that the offensive line doesn't have a ton of talent, but O-line coach has got to go. Offensive coordinator, Dowell Loggins, got to go. Adam Gase has to go. This team really needs to wake up and figure this out before it really unravels and you ruin your quarterback. The good thing is Sam Darnold's only 22 years old. He is still growing. He is still developing. The last 2 weeks does not define his career. I am just stating a fact, which is he regressed over the last 2 weeks and he needs help. And so far, it looks like the Jets are not giving him that help, which is a big issue. Let me know in the comments what you think. Vent, I guess, or you can add me on social media at Matt O'Leary NY. Thank you so much for tuning in. Another rough one. Talk to you guys next time.